human endurance will be taken to its very limits. Participants will be subjected to unbearable environments and incredible physical stress, scorching heat, sub-zero cold, and hurricane force winds.
I don't know how much of this is true, but I'm pretty sure it does get pretty goddamn hot. I don't know what's going on with this show. I'm sure there's a few things you have to sign before you're even allowed to step near this thing. Looks like they took it straight from Saw. It looks like Jigsaw himself made it, but even thought it was too gruesome, so they just gave it to this guy. This is the highest quality image I could get of him while he was still moving, but he still looks like a villain, so it doesn't matter. What's up, boys? It's Bumpkin, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So, I hope you guys are having a good day. Mine is going pretty well. I decided to pull out the chamber because I was like, whatever, it's just sitting. Why wouldn't I make a video on it? I'm honestly really curious about this torture device they just have lying in the middle of the stage. If you guys enjoyed the video, do what you do. Leave a like, subscribe. Both of those things make me make videos more. It's like magic. And let's get started.
Hello, I'm Rick Schwartz. You are about to witness television history.
Rick Schwartz is the most evil name I've ever heard. I'm just saying. Listen, witnessing television history is cool and everything, but it's usually the evil guys that try to reach that point, yeah? And who has the goddamn torture device on television? I'm just saying.
Contestants who make it into this steel hellhole will endure extreme physical and mental stress. All the while, they must keep their wits about them, try to answer rapid-fire questions. But first, two people will compete to see who will enter the chamber.
Like, dude, I'm just saying it still feels like they're fighting for their lives over here. Am I the only one? In order for you to come out of this on top, we are going to send you every bit of stress possible, whether physical, mental, or emotional. That is right, contestants. We are going to talk about your dead relatives on the show. And his smile didn't break for a second the entire time he said it. This is evil, pure evil.
In this round, I will ask a question, such as name the 12 signs of the zodiac. They'll each give one answer until one of them gives an incorrect answer. If the other player can then follow up correctly, they will earn a point.
All the horoscope bitches literally coming out of the woodwork right now to answer these questions and win the prize. This is your time to shine. That is if it was like 2000, back when nobody cared.
Chuck, name the 30 current Major League Baseball teams.
Wait a minute, what the Okay, so this is clearly not The Chair, if you guys don't remember that episode or that show. Listen, I don't know about you guys, you probably watch baseball every day, and hey, more power to you, keep going, don't stop. I feel like baseball is so boring, I wouldn't know all 30 teams. See, baseball was way better when like 80% of the players were cheating, but I mean, that's how it goes. That's where all the action is, when somebody ends up getting caught cheating or does so good, but is obviously on steroids. Like, I'm not gonna watch the ball go over the fence and possibly hit somebody in the fucking face and then stay for the rest of the game. Like, that's the most interesting part. I might as well leave. And I feel like I could say this because I played a bit of baseball in middle school, but that's not important. Once you see the team you're rooting for win, it's like, I don't know, it's just not as interesting anymore, at least for me.
Angels.
Giants.
Yankees.
Brewers.
Choke, you fucking idiot. Like, honestly, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure there's more baseball teams since this came out, and I still don't know as many as they do. Baseball just really isn't that interesting. I'm finalizing that.
Chuck is qualified and will now enter the arena where the chamber awaits. There are 7 levels to the chamber, each one more hellish than the last. While Chuck endures this torture, he will be asked a series of questions. For each correct response, Chuck will earn $1,000. There is no penalty for a single incorrect response, but if Chuck provides 2 incorrect responses consecutively,
Chuck will be gruesomely murdered inside of our torture device that we have creatively curated, I mean, to make look like a game show machine. On the off chance he wins, he earns $3,000 and all coverage on any and all trauma from the show and only the show.
Now, as he descends toward the chamber, our medical techs are waiting for him. They'll make sure that Chuck is properly secured and monitored inside the chamber. To protect Chuck's safety, we will be monitoring his vital signs by way of his stress quotient, which is an equation consisting of mean arterial blood pressure and Chuck's pulse rate as well.
I'm not really entirely sure why he decided to sound like an MD mathematician. That was very unneeded. They're gonna check his vitals to see if he's freaking the fuck out. That lady walking beside Chuck was probably an actual MD, which is kind of concerning, to be honest, but you know, this show lasted maybe a year, so it couldn't have been that bad. What was the budget for this show? Because they really could have just given bro some steps to walk down. Instead, they had this 3-second elevator that you use just to get to this contraption that's going to destroy the lining in your stomach. The winner's going to have to take an escalator to their trophy.
Chamber will also notify Chuck as he approaches his danger zone. Chuck, you've received medical clearance, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Chuck, you signed the waiver, right? Chuck, I swear you better had signed the waiver before we put you in this thing. Listen, alright, as body-altering as this device looks, as femur-destroying as this device looks, I'm sure the last thing they're trying to do is get sued and have to give somebody money.
You're about to be handed a release, Chuck. I know you read it before the show. Same one. By signing this release, you acknowledge that you are fully aware of the risks involved when you enter the chamber. You willing to sign that?
No fucks given either. They're signing it live on the show so nobody can call bullshit. Like, we told him that he could have fucking died in this thing. He still did it anyway, alright? We can't get hit with this. This isn't our fault. He signed. He signed. Listen, I'm just saying anything that's making you sign some shit in front of people to confirm that you did it should probably bring at least a helmet to, yeah? I remember there was this haunted house that you had to sign a waiver for, and I just knew I was ready to throw hands just in case I had to. Nobody touched me, luckily, but it didn't really matter because I was too busy getting terrified anyway. Listen, it's a lot weirder in real life than in video games. Yeah, Freddy Fazbear is real funny, huh? So Lady 7 comes back around.
Here we go, Chuck. So long. The chamber is set in its hot mode. Remember, temperatures inside can rise to more than 150 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alright, Chuck, today we'll be asking you the Declaration of Independence in 150 degree weather. Say it word for word. If it's not recited perfectly, you will be losing all your money. We will be taking your wife and kids. You will be evicted outside your home. In typical circumstances, you would be able to do something about this, but unfortunately, you have signed the waiver, making all of these things legal and eligible.
Chuck, you're the first one who's ever been in the chamber. Frankly, I'm a little nervous myself. How's it feel?
It's very warm in there. Extremely.
Chamber, level 1, to commence.
Yeah, Chuck, you're gonna have to do yourself a favor, step up your game. This is level 1. It's only 110 in here. You still got 40 more degrees to go, bud. Strap up. Buckle up. In fact, they've already done that for you. They had to do it 4 times. That's how I know I wouldn't step foot in this thing. Do Formula 1 cars even have that many seatbelts? They go like 300 miles an hour. Chuck looks like he's one Neil Armstrong quote from being on the moon.
Sloth.
B. Tortoise.
Correct. Grumpy, Sneezy, and Doc befriended what fairy tale princess?
Snow White.
Correct.
See, these questions, level 1, very similar to the chair, ass, literally the easiest questions I've ever seen. Let's just bump it up a few levels. You know, nothing too crazy.
Who of the following has won 2 Oscars for Best Actress? A. Susan Sarandon. B. Julia Roberts. C. Jodie Foster. D. Holly Hunter.
Like, bro, do you see this shit? What is this, level 3, level 4? This dead looks like the entrance to hell, and he's just riding the ride for it. Like, what is going on? This is probably one of the first times a torture device has had its own audience, and I mean, hey, it's doing spins and tricks and shit. Why wouldn't it? Best Actress is the last thing on my mind, going complete 360 in a sauna. As you endure all of hell's resident screams, you sit there and you answer the devil man's question, which I don't know the goddamn answer to, especially in this year. All surrounded by metal, probably getting hotter by the second.
Military time. How many hundred hours is 11 p.m.?
10.
Incorrect. The correct response is 2,300 hours.
They said it earlier, I just don't know if I had kept it in or not because they literally talk in slow motion in this show. But this man is enduring like 4 out of 5 main natural disasters all at the same time right now. Also including just like random blows of extremely hot air into his face as if 150 degrees wasn't hot enough.
Answer the first question of the next level incorrectly, and the chamber will stop.
It's getting warm
Level
in here.
4, complete.
Like, I can hardly read whatever the hell is on this, but I think I can decipher most of it. One thing I definitely didn't need to try to look at was oxygen level 70%. What the fuck is that about? Just to make this a little harder, we're gonna take 70% of that oxygen and we'll just give it to you, okay? The other 30 you don't get. Unfortunately, you have to win that back.
Saturday. Answer the next question incorrectly, and the chamber will stop. By what more common name do we know the Italian car called Fabbrica Italiana Automobili Torino?
Repeat the question.
I don't know how you expect somebody to answer a question when they've got 150 mile per hour winds just flying in their face at all times. I know that's just blowing any sort of earpiece out of his ear. His first one's already gone. It's like if someone took a leaf blower to your face while asking you several different questions. Like, whoever's taking control of the air cannon specifically is just being a dickhead to be a dickhead. Bro obviously doesn't want him to make any of this money. Bro's probably an op on the low, doesn't even like the guy in the chair right now. Or the chamber, excuse me, the chair's taken.
Chuck, way to go. Chuck, you're sweating a little bit.
I tell you what.
Yeah, sweating a little bit, bro. Looks like he just got away from the 5K. What? You can tell somebody really endured something if they're sweating in the knees. That's like the hardest place to sweat ever. Like, this is no joke, bro. Looks like he got slathered in Thompson's baby oil. Like, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would actually be proud of you. To be quite honest, I just thought it was funny that as soon as he heard Italiano, he immediately thought of Ferrari, because literally nobody gives a shit about a Fiat. Like, and it's proof, even in 2002, nobody gave a shit about a Fiat. Listen, I'm just saying they should have taken advice from the show. If they were gonna get overshadowed by Ferrari this easily, they should have just done something different. Don't put Italiano in your name. I don't give a shit if you're from Italy. Try something else. Lie and say you're from Switzerland or some shit. A lot of people don't even think that place exists.
I was trying to be a big man, but I was really thinking about calling it quits.
Yeah.
The heat in there is really, really intense. I mean, it's just how much you can stand more than anything.
Yeah, we can see that, bro. You're literally dripping in sweat. It looks like you just got done biking uphill only. Dude, this is every exercise biker 30 minutes after their routine starts. This was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson 1 week after learning ballet. Pretty sure he lost a few pounds sweating so much inside of that thing. Like, if you aren't practically half naked in that thing, you're getting a heat stroke.
Not even a question that it hurts, just how much can you stand.
Are you physically okay right now? You got very close. In fact, you did dip into your caution zone.
I heard it once or twice. I just had to, remember to breathe. It's hard to breathe when you're upside down and
Getting 30% of your goddamn oxygen taken away? Yeah, you're right. It is kind of hard to breathe. They were literally in there playing with your life, bro. That wasn't just you. You weren't freaking out. They were trying to take you out. Everyone watching this has been uncomfortable in a hot chair at least one time. Imagine a hot chair made almost purely of metal and black leather. Fuck, that is awful. It's like sitting in somebody's hot-ass sedan with no air conditioning. Please, just kill me.
And I think we'll let you get better. Chuck, you have won yourself $7,000. You answered 14 questions correctly. And we appreciate you playing, man. You did very well.
thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll be back with more of the chamber right after this.
Haha, no, we will not, unless you guys want more of the chamber. Let me know in the comments saying more chamber, please. Anything along those lines would help. But on that note, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoy it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and also be sure to comment down below so I can go heart it. While you're at it, go follow my Instagram and my Twitter. And you guys have a wonderful day. Peace, peace.